Gemini, welcome to my channel. This is your girl, Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Gemini. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind. To only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone who really needs to hear this message. So Gemini, I'm asking Spirit today to provide some powerful messages for you in regards to the month of July, of anything that's to come that you need to be aware of, or anything you need to hear right now in this moment. And this can impact any aspect of your life: love and romance, career and finances, spiritual evolution. But whatever Spirit would like to talk about shall be said. So if you have any beings of the light you would like to welcome into this space, specific angels, ancestors, spirit guides, maybe even passed down loved ones, you're welcome to ask them to join us here now. So let's go ahead and get your reading started. I'm first going to use my sound bowl to clear, set the energy, and do a mini meditation with you guys. But if you just want to jump right on into the card pull to see what the cards have to say, check out the pinned comment below with all the timestamps. For those of you here with me now, thank you for joining me. It really does help me connect to your energy by doing this. So I'm going to ask everyone to take a deep breath in. I'm going to ring the sound bowl 3 times. And during that time, I just want you to open up your energy to ask the questions you have in regards to July or anything you need to hear in this moment. And we'll see what Spirit has to say. So let's go ahead and take that deep breath in. And tune into the energy of Gemini. So the first thing I saw was a lizard, but then it changed colors. So there's chameleon energy here. So I wonder if you kind of resonate with chameleon energy, you like to change up your looks, you have different personalities, or there's a chameleon you're kind of starting to identify, and they may be really dodgy. They may kind of like, I don't know, I feel like a sense of calling someone out. I wonder if there's a sense of someone being fake around you, Gemini, that you kind of want to address or that you want to kind of bring up with them. But they're really good at talking their way out of it. They're really good at like convincing other people it's not the case, but you are really seeing it for what it is. I feel that very strongly here, whether this is a friend, a romantic partner, a family member. And then I kind of felt my heels tingling. And I was hearing like you need to dig your heels in. So there may be something where you really need to stay strong in like fighting for yourself and kind of like standing up for yourself, and also just kind of saying where you need to draw the line, it feels. So this is really interesting. I want to know what this is all about and see why this is coming up for you guys in the month of July. So let's go ahead and see what Spirit has to say for you guys. So Spirit, tell me about July for Gemini. What is the theme that's happening for Gemini in July? Okay, first we have trust. And I just heard trust your instincts. This is very important because there may not be things adding up in the 3D world, but you just have a gut feeling. And I feel that Spirit also wants you to know that things will start to unfold, unravel. I do feel with this trust here that Spirit has your back for sure in this situation, Gemini. And even if you feel like it's evading you, all will make sense very soon. All will kind of come together in the way that you feel like it's supposed to. That's how I feel here. The letter T is sticking out to me, as in Tyler, as in Tanya. First, middle, last initial can mean something to someone. Tell me more about this energy here for Gemini. Okay, look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. So some of you could have a Sagittarius moon, strong Sagittarius in your chart, or this could be a Sagittarius that you're dealing with. So I kind of feel like Spirit is saying, Gemini, take a step back. Because if you try to get in the gravel of this, of trying to like nitpick or, you know, get too involved, it's going to take away the bigger picture of a certain situation. So what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is that I do feel, sense, or know something of a truth. And as time will tell, and as you kind of surrender what you can or can't convince anyone else or someone else about a certain truth of the situation, the truth always comes to light. So I feel, Gemini, like there's more to this that does not even particularly involve you, that is at a grander scale of things that Spirit is trying to say. And you don't want to put yourself in a hot spot unnecessarily, because I think what will come out of this is that you will be proven right all along. So I feel with this, Gemini, is to kind of take a step back. Yes, dig your heels when you need to. Yes, stand up for yourself when you have to, but don't go further than that, because there's more to this than you realize right now. I know this is general. We'll pull more cards to kind of get deeper into this, but for those of you that know this situation or something that you kind of want to expose, identify, or call out, there will be the time when God brings that perfect opportunity for you to do so. But I would play my cards right, if that makes sense. Let's go ahead and pull the tarot to get deeper into this. This seems very complex. So tell me about the past energy, what happened recently that has led Gemini to this point in July. Okay, third eye chakra. Yeah. So you guys have a very keen sense of awareness that goes beyond most people's ability. You see between the lines. I wonder if some of you have like water rising, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or a water moon. But yeah, you guys are able to pick up on things at a depth that other people don't. And there's a struggle with that, because when we are so empathic, when we pick up on energies and read energies so well, more so than the average person, it's hard to convince people of the ulterior motives, of the behind the scenes that you are already sensing. But I feel like there was some sort of I don't know, something that rubbed you the wrong way, or something that was the last straw that fully opened your eyes to a certain someone or to a certain situation that was happening. And I feel like Spirit since then has been giving you confirmations through signs, synchronicities, through, your own tarot readings, if you read your own tarot, through being led to these types of readings here. Someone could be wearing purple right now, or someone's favorite color is purple, or a color is purple. Tell me about the current energy. Three of Swords, yeah. Okay, so heartache and loss, Libra energy. I just feel like you don't feel like you're being heard, Gemini. I feel as if like if there's a chameleon in your life, like I said, they're very good at convincing people that they're not wrong. And maybe you feel like those people that you tried to tell and explain and give your truth to aren't taking your side. And that hurts. And I wonder if others of you, if that's not so much the case here, then with the Three of Swords, you are just kind of feeling like, if I have this, sense of my instincts are going off, but there's nothing that's really adding up to it. Like, am I wrong? Like, it's kind of just making you bummed out if you feel like there's nothing that's really adding up to what you're sensing and feeling. And I even feel some of you guys may have recently gone through some sort of disappointment in someone, maybe because you feel, tricked, or you feel like the wool were pulled over your eyes when you, at first time meeting them, or had these senses of there's something off here, there's something wrong here, and you didn't trust your intuition, or kind of silence that for a bit, and it came to light as being the truth, and the truth kind of hurt your feelings. But I want to say, with trust and look at the bigger picture, and almost remind you, Gemini, that they may have won the battle, but they did not win the war. So I feel as if by taking a break, by taking even time to recover and heal, if that's what you need to do right now, time will tell, and the truth will be out there. And I feel like it's important for you now to kind of step back and to take care of your mental well-being, your emotional well-being. I wonder for some of you guys if there was third-party situations going on here. And maybe even someone left you, or maybe a friend kind of ditched you for someone else. They'll regret it. They'll regret it. I'm telling you now, they'll regret it. Future energy for Gemini. Okay, Five of Swords, conflict and defeat with rejoice and celebration. So this may be where someone who has been trying to play the games, the chameleon, is facing defeat. No longer are they having that support from others because you were right all along, Gemini. Now, even if this is something you're facing, I feel this is the warning of why Spirit is telling you to look at the bigger picture and to not get involved. I feel like even if you have the truth and the facts and someone's not really ready to see it yet, they're not going to want to see it. I know it's frustrating as an air sign to want to speak facts, want to speak truth, but certain people just don't want to hear the truth, honestly. So I feel with this rejoice and celebration, the Three of Cups here, it's like, do what you can to focus on the good in your life with the people that do believe you, that do trust you, that do take your feelings into consideration. And just live your best life until everything kind of unfolds or kind of exposes itself. That's what Spirit does want you to focus on. And to kind of find ways to pick yourself back up again if you have been through a disappointment. There are 2 3s here. Your birthday could be June 3rd, June 13th, May 30th, or May 23rd for a few of you. But I feel as if, like, even if you feel like someone abandoned you or is taking someone's side that is hurtful to you, yeah, they will see that they are with the wrong crowd. Damn. Okay, let's go ahead and clarify more here. With the Three of Cups too, there could have been like some drama at a party recently or at an event recently, someone's like backyard cookout, I don't know, that has kind of led to this. I'm just confirming for someone out there. But let's go ahead and see the third eye chakra in the past. What did Gemini sense? 8 of Cups. Ooh, yeah, Pisces energy. I kind of sense that this was like an ex or a lover, romantic person, or a friend. Like they started becoming emotionally distant. And the weird thing was about it was it's like similar to love bombing. They're, oh my God, I love you. I love being around you. Let's hang out more often. I can't wait to see you, blah, blah, blah. And then to all of a sudden flip flop into like emotional distance, not wanting to hang out. That was like the first red flag. And maybe even Gemini, from whatever you sensed and saw or felt with your instincts with the third eye that really opened your eyes, you started detaching. And they may have taken that as a form of rejection, and they may have tried to tell people that you did something to them, that you ghosted them, that you hurt them. When you picked up on their BS and didn't want anything to do with it and pulled back from it and walked away from it even. And you're hoping other people would understand why, but they haven't. Tell me more about the Three of Swords. 5 of Wands, yeah. 2 5s now. June 5th, June 15th, or May 25th could be your birthday. Yeah, so I do feel recently you feel like, you know, people are against you, or that you've gotten in fights recently with people that you felt would support you or hear you out or understand you. But I keep hearing taking sides. And that's kind of where you thought this person would take your side if you known them longer or if you trusted them more. You know, I wonder for a few of you, I gotta say, if this is a sibling or like someone that you would consider a sibling, like a best friend or whatever, that's dating someone that you don't like. You see some sneaky behavior and you tried to help them out by telling them how you felt, and they just got mad and defensive and may have iced you out or may have like stopped talking to you or hitting you up because of it. And others of you, if this is romantic, you may have caught someone cheating and you just recently broke up with them and it was a bad fight. Yeah, so I feel as if, again, there's more to this than you see right now, and you need to trust what you feel. You need to trust your instincts and your sense of it. Even if, you know, there's no evidence of it yet, I feel you're going to find it very soon. Tell me about the Five of Swords in the near future. Okay, the World. So fixed energy, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo energy, it all comes back around. This is the big picture. And I feel like it will explain itself. And I do feel this Five of Swords is more so the person that has been the chameleon, that has been causing conflict, that has been, you know, been fake. And this is what they're going to face. It's a wrap. They'll be exposed. They will be shown. It's very similar to Capricorn's reading. So if you have strong Capricorn in your chart, I suggest checking out the Capricorn reading to see if there's messages for you there. You know, I almost feel like an online exposure, or a picture that exposes them, or that catches them in a lie, or even online flirting, online dating with the World Wide Web. I also kind of feel with this World card here, this could be someone that comes from a different background, culture, ethnicity than you or your friend are. Maybe it's a long-term distance thing and they live in different countries and have to use online sources to communicate primarily. But no, I think, you know, once they kind of show their true colors, which inevitably they will, that's when the world will see them for who they are. And look at this like owl here. It's usually not depicted with like that, in that sense, with the World card in traditional tarot, but they're going to say Gemini was right. Gemini was freaking right. Bottom of the deck, Six of Wands, 2 sixes. Number synchronicities everywhere here for you. June 6th, June 16th, May 26th could be your birthday as well. But yeah, I think once people start to wake up and see what you see and trust what you've been feeling, and it's not out of jealousy, it's not out of, you know, resentment or anger, but just for the truth of what you sensed before anyone else could, you will feel some sort of appreciation. And Spirit will be rewarding you for being the only one to kind of detect this or to speak out against it. Almost like whistleblower energy here. So this could even be a coworker, a boss, or a manager that is unjust or unfair. But everything always comes back around, and what you put out to the universe, you will receive. So if you feel like they're just having a good time now, it won't last long. They won't be getting all the attention they once did. And it may just all turn into you, Gemini, for being truthful, honest, for speaking your mind and truth. You will come out on top. That's what I see here for you guys. If this has been a battle between you and someone else, or you in a specific situation. There could be someone that has red hair. All right, tell me more about what Gemini needs to hear for July. Okay, breaking trail. Yeah, and it says a breakthrough is at hand. So again, focus on what you can do. Focus on what's in your control and leave everything else in God's spirit, the universe's hand. And as you let the universal flow happen as it should, the breakthrough will come about in the way it's meant to. So I feel like there's even bigger truths coming out that will help you kind of have a breakthrough into, you know, trusting your intuition, or into, you know, validating your truth when other people weren't doing so, or doing it for you at least. But trust me, a breakthrough in this situation is coming in July for those of you that were hoping for one. Tell me more about July for Gemini. What else is happening in July for Gemini, Spirit? Easy does it. Going with the universal flow. And look at those dolphins here. Some of you guys may feel connected to dolphins. You've been seeing a lot of dolphin symbology. But it says, stop trying so hard to control everything and all the doors will open for you. Yeah, so this is kind of the idea where it's like, what I was saying earlier of people's perspectives. If they're so stuck in one way of thinking, you can't change their mind no matter what you do, say. It has to be maybe a lesson they need to learn for themselves. And that's where you kind of have to seize control, Gemini, and realizing, you know, this is not my part to do this in this. This may be something, although I want to prevent them from going into, prevent them from experiencing, maybe that is a part of their plan to evolve themselves by going through something like this. But really, Spirit's just kind of saying this is out of your control, Gemini. And to kind of let things fall into place as it should. And everything will always come together. We are reminded of this with the World card, right? So I feel maybe that will kind of help you ease the tension of trying to fix this or trying to make this work. I just feel it's not your place anymore to do so. It's time to take that step back and let the energy flow. All right, let's go ahead and get one more card for you guys. And I'm going to pick a Divine Feminine Oracle card from this deck because I do feel the author writes such a beautiful interpretation, but it also gives us a bit of a background as far as to this Divine Feminine energy. So let's see what Divine Feminine energy wants to come through for you and why they're coming through in regards to this situation in July. Sit back and watch, you know, that's how I kind of feel the need to say it, Gemini. You've done your part. You really have. Now it's in God's hands, the universe's hands. Okay. So we have Parvati. And it says the goddess of devotion. So you're very loyal, Gemini. And I think that's part of the reason why it's so hard to kind of let go of making someone or realizing that someone has to go through this, because you're a loyal friend. You're a loyal person. And you just want what's good for everyone. But again, that loyalty needs to be evaluated right now in the sense of realizing if it's enough right now to help the situation. I'm not saying be disloyal. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that, you know, if you try too hard, it's just going to push them away. But it says, I am a love that doesn't leave. When I commit to love, my soul evolves. Wow. So let's go ahead and read why Parvati is coming through for you guys and what this means. Maybe you guys are really into yoga, and maybe getting into yoga will be helpful for having like the surrender and letting go. I'm hearing yoga instructor specifically, but here we go. It says, what is soft, gentle, and nurturing like water can be far more powerful than what is inflexible and fierce. The energy of this mountain goddess is about the strength we can give and receive when we devote ourselves to the healthy bonds of love. Parvati is about the divine feminine potency of being a calm, benevolent presence, especially when something seems to threaten a deeply meaningful relationship. Transformation with this goddess calls for a softening. When a situation is hard, even painful, Parvati is suggesting that you allow your fist to unfold. Open and release what is clenched in fear or stress. Remember that your love is a mountain that cannot be moved, and that this bond between you is holy. No human hands or works can ever break it. The answer of what's next or highest for you can be found through the cellular act of simply abiding, not reacting, not running, not hiding. A deep reservoir of power can surge up from within us when we choose to remain present. Letting devotion inhibit us in moments when our ego has typically fled infuses us with the capacity to transform all of our relationships. Devotion is not attachment. It's letting go of the illusion that you and this lover, this friend, this child or family member, this soul within you can ever really be separate from you. Devotion brings us home to the point and purpose of every relationship, love. A love that can never leave and that, like a mountain, can never move. A love that evolves the soul. Okay, so yeah, this really is telling me that this is something you're witnessing, that you've detected earlier and before someone that you really care about. And it's hard to witness. It's hard to watch someone kind of go down a certain way or to do something that you feel is not going to end up very well. But ultimately, with the Six of Wands and the Three of Cups, I feel, you know, this person has to go through this. You'll be there for when they fall, you'll catch them. I don't think you'll be like, haha, I told you so. But I think you'll say, you know what, like, it was part of a path that they had to go down for them to understand or heal something within them. And as long as I'm there for when they need me, I can put all the pettiness, the fight, the arguing aside, because I know they were just misled. So I feel, with this being said, Gemini, that everything will come to the bigger picture. You'll see everything as it is, and as it unfolds. I think you have already predicted how this could go with someone that has 3 of Swords, 5 of Swords energy. And even if someone doesn't want to fully see that, it will be inevitable for them one day, very soon, probably end of July. And that they may apologize once they kind of see this. They may have said, I should have trusted you. And I think that even this experience could bond the two of you even deeper. I'm not talking about, you know, the chameleon. I'm talking about the person who's being victimized by the chameleon currently. That's hard to watch. And maybe you fell under the same chameleon spell before, but I think through this time, although it's a tougher time, it's going to build your bond stronger. And that's what Spirit wants to remind you of right now, or that's what Spirit kind of wants to communicate to you should you feel a hard time navigating this. All right, Gemini, thank you so much for joining me for this reading. I really hope it helped. I really hope that it's giving you clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to whatever's happening in July, or what you need to be aware of what's to come. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Gemini, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Gemini.